Welcome back to the morning show. Our next guest is Director of Mountain Maintenance at Winter Park Resort. A big thank you to Village at Winter Park Resort and Winter Park Resort for being a key sponsor of our show. Lots of fun events going on all summer long. WinterParkResort.com, more than you imagine, including movie nights, Coca-Cola movie nights every Friday night. Check them out. Family friendly, lots of fun, and a great atmosphere to watch a movie. Bob Holme, local legend, worn a few hats for the ski resort, and this is a big recent promotion for you. You are now running a pretty big piece of the puzzle up there.
Yeah. It's been a really exciting last few months. Moved into my new position. There's amazing teams already in place. So for me, it was kind of coming in and taking a fresh look at stuff. But there are a lot of guys, seasoned veterans who've been here for a long time that understand the lifts, understand grooming, vehicle maintenance, snowmaking, and parks. That I'm able to potentially just come in and give some fresh eyes. But other than that, those guys know their work.
And you're the director of mountain maintenance, and you come from a piece of that puzzle.
Yep. Yeah, I came from, I was the bike park and train park manager on sort of the operations side before this latest move, and still oversee and have a large part within the bike park, but was able to hand that off to Devin Curran, so he's able to take the torch and put some new energy into that as well.
And the bike park's a fun one because I moved here in 2003, and it was Mountain Goat. You talk a couple downhill trails. I have this tiny little bike that was called the Resort Demo Downhill Bike. I think it was the highest end one you could get. I bought it for like $400 from the resort, And I mean, that has gone a whole new world now. It's unbelievable, and you've been a big part of that creation.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great run. 10 years. We were able to come in and take a great cross country and kind of all mountain experience trail and really turn it into something more than that. So that you take a trail like Mountain Goat that's now kind of like older school technical, and we were able to bring like whole new style of trails, jump trails and flow trails that
engineered
we
features that just blow your mind, and the launching that you can do off some of these things is startling. It's incredible, but they flow so smooth. That's what's just incredible.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So is there a physicist behind all this, or
No, I mean, the great thing is the trail crew, they're amazing riders, and they take their love and passion for the sport and put it into the trails. So they design them in a way that not only makes sense for them, but a progressive way for the guests as well. So yeah, we don't use engineering as much. It's kind of a mix of art and science.
So we can hone in more on mountain biking later, but there's a lot of fun going on at the resort in the summertime. So mountain biking has become, I think, maybe the biggest piece of the resort's summertime business, but the
I'd like to think so.
slide I know is still a heavy rival because you hear people far and wide talk about that alpine slide.
Yeah, I've always joked that I wish the bike park was slightly bit bigger so then we could actually have the complete bragging rights. But yeah, great stuff with the alpine slide. The new putting course is awesome. The Village does an amazing job putting on great events all summer long. Everything from Village and Cork to Whiskey and Wings. So all kinds of different stuff. Really fun for all different kinds of stuff, whether you're riding your bike, whether you want to do the climbing wall, whether you want to bounce on the trampoline or do a maze. So.
And you can get a day pass and do all these activities. You can do them a la carte, just one activity at a time.
Exactly, yeah. And a lot of different pricing options to make sure that it's a good value for the families. And yeah, I mean, great food, great places to eat and outlets to eat in the Village and at the resort. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of reasons to visit for more than just one day.
And a lot of people like to even just ride the lift up to have a lunch and ride it back down and call it beautiful views, fun ride. And
yeah, the scenic chairlift is great. I mean, you get up to 10,800 feet, and so you get amazing views of the valley. And for folks who aren't usually used to looking at the scenery like we are, they get up to the top and it's out of this world.
So winters, obviously, we know what we're doing in the winter. Primarily, we're skiing. There's snowcat rides. There's some other fun activities. So what's great about Winter Park?
In the wintertime?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the whole valley is like everybody's here for skiing, right? I mean, even though summer is an element and everybody that's local loves the summertime, the wintertime is what it's all about, right?
It's our bread and butter.
Yep, and that's what all the people come up from Denver to see, and people fly in from all over the world. And I mean, it's great conditions, amazing snow, best snow in Colorado. And if you like the groomers, you like the bumps, you like the steeps, we got it all. You like the parks.
Yeah.
Yep.
So your background, obviously, I'm guessing you ski a little bit.
Ski a little bit.
Do you board,
snowboard
or ski?
Yep, I snowboard now. Used to ski, but a fan of both and like getting around on either.
So you haven't claimed one over the other.
No, I think more recently I'm a snowboarder for sure. But with my family, you know, I skied a little bit while Jackson was learning how to ski. But now really just now that he's doing his thing, I just go out and
You've got a history riding.
I
Any
do.
accomplishments we can discuss?
Yeah, I mean, back in the skiing day, I went to 2 Olympics, both in '92 and '94, for Nordic jumping. So that's the distance style
That was when
jumping.
they converted from the 2-year.
Exactly.
So you got
Yeah, I got to
window
capture
there to get in there for two.
a great window to be able to actually have a good chance. So I mean, people nowadays would think of it as the sport that Eddie the Eagle does, but I like to think of it
right.
in a different way.
And you were the captain of the jump team?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty big honor.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, great time, great period of my life, great chapter, and just led into a great career to be able to kind of take that passion and that knowledge and bring it to the resort level.
So, say which 2 Olympics? It was Lillehammer and
And Albertville in France.
that's right.
Yep.
Pretty incredible.
Amazing.
What's it like walking into the stadium and
It's
opening
overwhelming.
night? And
Yeah, I mean, it's overwhelming, and when you spend the better part of a decade or over a decade training and putting all your energy into it, and then to actually have it be something that is not only important for you, but other people think it's important, and so it's like kind of all comes together. And
know that an entire country, a massive country, is
Exa-
watching you and just excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
How cool. Well, did you ski much this past year?
Got out a little bit, yep, especially in my new position. I get to get out and about on the mountain, and took a few trips and visited some other places to see what's going on. And
One of the few years you really didn't need to.
I
A lot of
know.
years we're chasing snow, and it might be Wolf Creek, it might be wherever we're heading, but this was one of those years that lick your chops.
Yeah.
You know? I hope we get it again.
yeah,
sometime soon.
March was one to remember for sure. I mean, we
Yeah.
got some amazing snow, and even late, and we were able to stay open late in May, and that was
With good snow.
with
Some
good
powder
snow.
days in, I don't know, May 1st maybe? I can't remember when the last powder day was, but it was actually legit.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and talk a little more about mountain biking and kind of more details on your background and how that came to be and how our hills come to be. So,
Sounds
once again,
great.
we're chatting with Bob Holme, Director of Mountain Maintenance at Winter Park Resort, More Than You Imagine. We'll be back right here on Channel 18.